Thank you for tuning in to Single, Celibate, and Unemployed. And I'm your host, Lacine Safari.
So today I did something a little bit different with my top. It's actually my shirt backwards. So yeah, so I get for looking on Instagram, taking tips here and there. And today's topic is W.A.P. We are processing. Stay tuned. So people are like, yay, Kamala Harris, check. Intelligent, check. Woman, check. Indian / Asian / check. Brown / check. Black. Like, the only thing she's missing is an eye patch or wheelchair. And they were like, yes, we can get the disabled voters. Why didn't you say she's Jamaican? Jamaican people say, if you're not born in Jamaica, you're not Jamaican. I was born in Jamaica. Some family members don't even think I'm Jamaican. My thoughts, interesting. My surprise, no. Because people are like, are you Democrat? Are you Republican? Whatever. My observation is simply, when there's a Democrat as president, this country seems to be in a state of pacification, pacified, like, oh my gosh, everything is well with all the races and all the beings of this country. And we have this, our golden child, you know? So during Obama era, everybody thought racism did not exist. It was like passe. It's just like, oh my God, like what are you, like in the 50s? Not realizing, no, we're like in 1970. So when people have a Republican in place, everyone's feathers are ruffled, especially with Trump. I've never seen more people more consumed with politics or trying to get into politics or actually getting off their behinds to do something. Yeah, and many people are like, this is not the America. This is the America that was, and this is the America that is. People are simply just finally waking up. Like Trump is like a big spoon. You know what I mean? Like he's just stirring everything, like all the muck, everything that was at the bottom. You thought the soup was just watery broth. It's like, no, keep stirring. There's a bunch of crazies in there. So, due to Trump, Corona, death of another black man, people are finding out that being black is not always cool, but deadly. And Hollywood is finally realizing, like, I think they're kind of waking up to the point they're just like, black people don't want to be seen as ratchet or being a token or a gangster. There's more of us. Personalities exist. Okay. In a nutshell, I will not tell you who to vote for. I will say, however, let it not be for superficial reasons. Someone's like, we gotta get the president out. We've got to. Whoever becomes president, understand you still have to hold them accountable and not take the black votes and run off into the night. Stop expecting the president to do everything for you. Like literally, get to know, like all position matters. So get to know your governor, your senate, your councilman, your state rep, down to your community organizers and see how they can make a change in your community. And you don't like something, you become someone to do something about it. Enough complaining. On to foolishness. W.A.P. Explicit. And I'm referring to the Cardi B one. And to be honest, she's not the only one. There was some song with Nicki Minaj and the guy that looked like Skittles. Don't come and get me. You look like Skittles. Tons of men that degrade women in their songs. Like, if people are wondering, is sex bad? No. Is nudity bad? No. The issue is people are sexualized, objectified in these videos. And then they wonder why this generation only knows sex, yet no intimacy. They don't even know how to have a conversation. They'll be like, Google, how do I tell someone I like them? Get to know them and tell them. No, you don't comment on their bodies or their behinds trying to get attention. And then you have some people that's like, In the 60s, there was free love and people were doing all this kind of things. They had a family structure of some sort in the 60s. Like today, 70% of Black people live in single parent homes. And then people are like, it takes a village to raise a child. These are their child's guardians, influences, aunts, uncles, some brothers, sisters, them. And then some people are just like, well, I feed my kids, I take care of my kids. Yeah, you may nourish them physically, but mentally, that's their mom. If they're not coming to you for a relationship advice, like how to handle situations, trust music is giving them plenty of advice on what to do. So, people are like, but it's just music. It's never just music. The power of the mind, the power of influence, the power of persuasion impacts greatly. Many people hypersexualize Black women in the media. And with these videos, they have caricaturized the Black body of a woman. Now they have sexualized it and objectified it. That though you have Megan Thee Stallion featuring, it's really Cardi B, then you have a cameo of Jenner in it. And so even though you see probably a multi-ethnic cast, most of the sexualized objectification will go back and settle down on Black woman. And at any point, these ladies can be like, you know what? I don't want this butt anymore. I've already made tons of millions, billions. And they'll be like, you know what? I don't want these boobs anymore. Let me go and trade them in for a B cup. Sexualize it, objectify it, make their millions, and then they whisk away as if, oh my God, I've done nothing wrong. And people still seeing Black women as hoes. They're fast, they're easy, whatever. Funny how so many Black women gravitate to these images, and some of them want to petition to get Kylie Jenner out. Like this category is only for Black women. And then some people are like, well, if you can't beat them, join them. Meaning like, if you can't beat the society because men are doing it. So Drake put out a song about suck this dude. We can put out a song about this and that. To be honest, yes, you get your money, you get your millions. I don't want to curse in this thing. You guys poop on the younger generation and this generation as you make your millions. Many people want to see this as a woman empowerment and own your sexuality and all that things. It's not about owning your sexuality. It's more about now you've taken on the task of the oppressor. It's like a prostitute now becoming a pimp. Like, oh my goodness, she's in power. No, she's still enslaved to the same system. You have all rights to your body. It doesn't mean that you have all the power to your mind, to your mind. So many times people, women, men, but I just want to say women, feel like we have to sell ourselves, our bodies, basically sell ourselves short to get recognition, accolades, while losing self in the process. So learn to take back true power. Learn how to transform your mind. And as they say, a mind is a terrible thing to waste.